game is for everyone. Moonlight Detective here, and I'm here in the rain to just give you a little information, or not information, a little case of mine that I did years back with the Radio Man. If you remember him from one of my other cases that I did. Now, this case was far more interesting, and he was a much more crucial part of this case than any other. Allow me to explain.
Detective, can you hear me?
Radio Man, is that you?
Fantastic, they truly worked. This is marvelous.
How am I hearing you through a radio right now?
No time for questions. I need you to listen to me and listen to me good.
Alright. Tell me what's up. After Radio Man filled me in, he told me while he was doing another radio talk show, a caller called in and started threatening him like a madman, telling how they'd rip him apart and bury his corpse somewhere where no one would ever find it. Well, after that, Radio Man decided that it was best just to lay low. He thought it was a joke at first, of course, but then when people started looking around the town for him, he started hiding out. He told me that he found something that allowed him to talk through to me on radios. Didn't really specify, it never did. He just told me that it allowed him to speak to me wherever I was if a radio was nearby. Didn't question it. I had work to do. I was looking around, but I didn't find anybody. A couple of people told me that some men in trench coats with masks came up to them and asked them what they know where his studio was or where he lived, but no one really gave me anything but that. I never saw them myself until I asked Radio Man to do something for me. Hop back on the radio and pretend that you're just having a normal call day, like you thought that the threats blew over and you're fine now. And then maybe say a false location, somewhere you could be going but not actually going. So we set it up. He gave me a false location that you would go to on the radio, and we hoped that the people would be dumb enough to take the bait. Here's what happened.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Detective? What if they actually find me?
Just say on the radio you're going to a bar or cafe you frequently go to. If they're willing to say all that on the radio, then they're definitely going to be there.
Alright then, Detective. But I'm coming to your office to do my show. I don't feel safe where I am anymore.
Oh, sure thing. Just be discreet when you come in, okay?
Sure thing, Detective. See you soon.
After me and the Radio Man did the show, we decided to meet up in a park, talk about the game plan, a little bit of how everything was gonna go down at the cafe. Alrighty then, now that the show's over, let's go hide out at the cafe and try to get the drop on. Follow my lead, and we'll wait outside the cafe. When they come inside, I'll go for the arrest. Let's go! We had a plan. While I was out sitting down, when the gas people came in, the Radio Man was gonna jump out and attack, and I was gonna make sure to arrest the other one. So, here's how that went. Welcome to Coffee Shop, sirs. What can I get you? I'm sorry, sir. What did you just say? I'm going to get my manager now, sir. Things looked like they were starting to get bad, considering that two masked men just ran in here and started screaming at some lady that worked there. So I thought to do the call that me and the Radio Man set up, which was just calling the word man over and over again until he came. It didn't work. Whew, boy. Man, oh man. Would I really enjoy coffee right now? Like, man, it would be great for a man to have his coffee right now. Man, oh man, it would be great right now. I'm sorry, who are you? Just a guy that really wants his coffee. Well, to me, it just really seems like you are giving some sort of bird call or alert or something. How would you logically come to that conclusion at all? You just look real suspicious.
Really?
All. You know, I look suspicious. Says the man who's wearing a mask and a full outfit where I can't see any of the skin. I can't see your face. Are you wearing a mask, or are you just at a literal perfect angle where the shadows are just hitting your face just right? There's an entire brick wall behind you inside a building. You have what looks like a void behind you. Alright, who's making such a disturbance that I have to be called out here? What? Loosen your mask a bit, Jerry. I said me. I won't know where the guy is. And also, this shop sucks. What guy? And hold up. Did you say that this shop sucks? Well, then why don't you go to the one across the street? At least they could give me a name of someone when I ask. Things were starting to get a bit ridiculous now, even for me. I realized I had to clear this up without the radio man, whatever he was doing now. So I used my classic tool that I always keep in my head. Boxing gloves. A very good tool, honestly, and it was pretty easy. Knock them both out, take them outside, put them in the trunk after handcuffing them, and now I was on my way to find the radio man. The guy that was supposed to help me carry this plan out in the first place. Radio man? Nah, that was somewhere more private. Whoa! The detective wasn't expecting you here. So, how'd the arrest go? That was the first time I ever saw Radio Man's true face, to say. You know, usually me and Radio Man saw each other. He even came to my office to do the show. And he always had a human face. So it was a little shocking to see him with a radio for a head. But I quickly got over it, grabbed him, and we went back to the office, or to the interrogation room, to discuss what we were going to do with the two criminals we found. Doing the further research, found out that these guys are just jealous of the radio man. Apparently they tried to make a radio show, but it didn't blow off like his. I did the interrogation alone because the radio man told me he needed time to fix his face. So I spent time talking to them and let them off pretty easy. After all they did was do a threat and a bit of public disturbance, I suppose. So they didn't really get too much time. Hope you guys enjoyed another case that I had with the radio man. It was a certainly interesting one. Don't know why he had a radio for a face, or why those people wore gas masks trying to find someone. I guess because they were just so jealous that they just didn't even want to be known at that point. But I have more stories that I'll tell you along the line of this story, case telling. I don't know what to call this. But I hope you guys sincerely enjoyed this video. This was Moonlight Detective, and I'll see you on the next case. Just want to say I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This only took me one night. It only took me about 5 hours. 2 o'clock, woke up that time, 6:53 right now, so it took me about 5 hours of just working, and yeah, it was just a fun little video to make. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you in the next video, on the next case. Alrighty then. Now that the show's over. Oh my gosh, look at